All right, here we are again. We're looking to solve this first U-try problem. So if you're having trouble or you're not sure what happened over there with the example, we'll give that a shot. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cross out this 800 because we do not need it for this problem. Okay, so when you're doing these, we're assuming the reason we're doing this is we're trying to find something called the limit. It's a big math word. The idea of where is it headed. So what number is it going to settle on? And it doesn't matter if it decreases or if it increases. It's still eventually going to settle on a number. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a C where the UN is. And then we're going to put a C also where the UN minus 1 is. And then we're still going to write that times 1 minus 0.15. And then it's still plus 45. Okay. Now we're going to acknowledge that this is really a 1 in front of here. It'll help us out so we don't make any mistakes. We're also going to do a little math. We're going to type in our calculator 1 minus 0.15. And that will get us 0.85. And what I'm going to do, remember mathematicians are lazy, I'm going to save myself a step. Instead of writing the 1 minus 0.15, or I'm sorry, the 0.85 after the C, I'm going to right away write it in front of the C. What I find happens is if I don't do that, students get all excited and they combine the 45 plus the 0.85 and they get 45.85. But this is really multiplication. And our good friend PEMDAS would say you multiply before you add. Okay, so now we've got this where we can bring in Mr. T. He studied at North Campus. Teachers call it that. We'll get all the C's together. So how do you undo plus 0.85? You add 0.85. And whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. All right, apologize for all the polka dots all over. Can't get my whiteboard clean. My electrical whiteboard is stained. All right, then I'm going to draw a line there. And what is 1 minus 0.85? Think of it as like $1 minus 85 cents. That's going to come out to 15 cents. Now we're not really dealing in money, but when you're subtracting decimals, sometimes thinking money is the fastest way, the best way to understand it. And then you've got a 45 left over here. All right. Last but not least, right now this says 0.15 times C. How do you undo multiplying? You divide it. So I'm going to divide by 0.15. And whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. All right. And I'm going to go to my little calculator. And I'm going to type in 45 divided by 0.15. And I get 300. All right. So 300 is my answer. And so what's going to happen with this graph is it's going to start at 800. And then it's going to drop. And then it's going to settle down at about 300. So this turned out, this was exponential decay. It really did keep low. And that's called your limit. Thanks for giving that a try with me.